To get this conversation started, mate. First of all, Bobby, how you doing, bro? How you feeling? What's the mental process knowing that now this is really the end?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a good one. Ups and downs.
Yep.
Um, uh, but like me personally, I feel like I can keep going, but like I just don't want to keep continue to do so on TikTok because I feel like
Yeah.
um yeah, like I feel like if they gonna ban the app or like whatever the case might be, like I don't want that to interfere with the show. So
Yeah.
um so
Okay. No, I understand. I understand. It's just yeah. I mean, I just feel you feel like you've done it. It's all good now. We can move on to something else. But you still got these types of skills in the back of your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's good. So I mean, maybe sometime later in the future, you can actually have, you know what? I kind of missed the talk show thing, and then you can probably do something different with the show. You can probably put a little spin to it. You can, basically reintroduce yourself.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, no, I totally understand, man. And but yeah, but I mean, look, it is going to be sad to see you go. You know what I mean? Like seeing all the posts with you, interviewing different types of people, interesting characters too. We can say, you know what I mean? But nah, man. I mean, if it is an end of an era, and I think the viewers are going to miss you, man, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what you got for me? Remember, I'm the guest this time. What you got for me?
Well, I mean, since we might not see each other or go live, I did want to like talk to you about like anything that you like far as like your show like you got like any like upcoming like guests or like upcoming like events or like projects or whatever like this would be like a good time to like kind of like promote
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, are you talking about like for me for future progress?
yeah yeah.
Okay, now, so outside the show, I've been doing a lot of networking as well, like because I do voice acting as well. So
Okay.
I've done voice acting for a few companies, just voiceovers and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And with the networking really helps. Really just having the guests on the show and really just having a chat with them and once they really feel the vibe with me, I'll tell them, like if you ever want any voiceover work, let me know, and I got you. And I think I'm going to be working with a few people in Hollywood as well as Louisiana. That's on. Like nothing's come up yet. Nothing's been confirmed 100%. But knowing that these people have seen my face, they know my personality, they know my energy. They're like, nah, we're gonna remember him. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's always been the goal of really expanding my brand and really expanding me, really. So that way, we can, because, when it comes to social media, when you use it correctly, it can really take you far. It can really take you places that you not even imagine where it can go. But also in saying that, you're gonna have some dramas along the way. But as long as you're passionate, as long as you're committed, that's when there's no limit to success, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been um, at times I do be like having my doubts and stuff like that. So I just
Yeah.
I just try like to keep it positive out at all times.
Yeah, of course. Because what I think with you is that I think this is really good training. Because even with my show, it's a great training for me as well because it increases communication skills. It increases self confidence. It really helps you really come out of your shell slowly, slowly. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll get to a point where you just you'll feel free you'll feel free to have the energy, go nuts and not really care about what people think. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and so the show that you and I do, that really helps us with that, and then that could really help us with future endeavors as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm like, um, yeah. I gotta. I don't know. I gotta. But
Oh man, I'm gonna swear I'm gonna miss you, kid. I'm gonna miss you on this show. We'll be on TikTok, man, for real. You doing posts and stuff, and man, no, but hey, listen. I mean, you have a lot of time, man. You know what I'm saying? You're still in your early 20s, bro. Like you have a lot of time to really evolve and shape into what you really want to be. You know what I'm saying? But but the thing is, you got to ask yourself, who do I want to be?
mm,
Who does Bobby McHenry want to be? You know what I'm saying? As much as you want to be yourself, but
right.
like
Yeah.
if you got to look at the future, it's like, well, what's my future self going to be like? You know what I
Right.
mean? And then you kind of work towards that. Whether it's if you think that you want to be more confident, all right, let's work on your confidence. You're going to be in awkward situations to a point where you'll have no choice but to be confident to get you out of shit too. You know what I'm saying? And that's real because it's the same thing as like, look, if you're on the religious side or anything on the spiritual side, you'll know that if you're praying for something, the universe will give you situations where you'll have the opportunity to be these things that you pray for.
Right.
You know, so if you want to be, this is the same. Like if you want to be courageous, they'll put you in situations. So if you want to have courage, you'll be in situations where you'll have no choice but to be courageous, and then all of that will escalate. They'll escalate into skill, and then it'll escalate into confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's man, it's such a crazy thing because. And I'll be honest with you, Bobby. I was like you, man. Like I wanted to be positive, but at the same time, I was being scared about what to say and how to say it because I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to offend anybody. But at the end of the day, man, I've learned that in this world you can't win. You can't win.
This is true. This is true.
You cannot win. You can try to have 5 people in front of you, and you try to please each and every one. But you got to remember that these 5 people have different personalities. The five people have come from different areas. 5 people have come from different cultures, and whatever you say, some will agree, some will not. But at the end of the day, it's just you being you. That's all it comes down to. You just gotta learn to be you. That's it.
I agree.
And a lot of people get scared too because they think that if they don't be themselves, they'll be either they'll be popular or they'll be famous or they'll have a lot of friends or whatever, and the ones that speak the truth are going to be alone. But it's like, well, I'd rather be alone knowing that I can tell the truth and be comfortable within myself and not be fake than be fake to be liked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a hard thing to swallow. Like it's one of the things that I had to swallow as a kid to realize that people have a choice whether they're gonna like you or not, no matter what you do for them. They have a choice if they want to respect you, no matter is what they do for you. Oh, sorry, what you do for them. Sorry. But again, at the end of the day, like if you want to help somebody, there's nothing wrong with helping anybody. There really isn't. But the question you have to ask yourself is, what do I want in return? And there's a trick question, and that's actually a trick question. You shouldn't be asking for anything in return.
Mm-hmm.
No, you shouldn't be, because if you're expecting something in return, I mean, that's business. That's not you being a kind person. People get that confused. People get confused, being a good person with business. And I think that goes back to when we were teenagers, right? we would always hate the rules. We just want to be free. We just want to do whatever we want without any consequences, right?
Mm.
Now, when we watch mafia movies or gangster movies, we see them as, wow, these people don't really give a shit about the rules. They don't care about who lives and who dies or whatever it is, and they don't care about these types of things. But then I want to be like that because I hate being in the rules. I hate the rules. I just want to be free like these guys. But what they fail to understand is that they do business for a different purpose, not
Right.
because we're doing it because we want more friends. No, they have more. They use codes for these things because they're running businesses for power. And the teenagers don't see that. They just see, oh, these people, they're gangsters. They can they can talk back to the police and this types of things. And I want to do that too because I just want to live. Like they've created the delusion of what living life is.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault. It's not their fault. This is what they perceive in their own head. No one tells them this thing.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. So, but that's where they get it all wrong. And then outside of all of that, they'll realize they just need a hug. At the end of the day, they're not acting tough. They just need a hug, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But and especially it's now worse, especially when it comes to social media as well. Like people. I mean, look, I can't say. No one can say that social media is all bad, right? If it falls into the wrong hands, then it's going to be used wrong. If it's fallen into the right hands, it's going to be used right. You know what I mean? Yes, it's created a lot of like dopamine and stuff like that, and it's created a lot of depression and anxiety. But again, those are the types of people that are using it incorrectly, right? But then you got the other side is that people are thankful for social media because rise in businesses, because there are places where there's this new restaurant that's opened up. We're using social media to say, hey, we've just opened. We're open, blah blah blah. We're located here.
Right.
Raises business, which raises customers. A lot of walking traffic, especially when it comes to different centers and shopping malls and stuff like that. So again, like anything that's new it's going to be two sides. It's people that are going to use it wrong and people that are going to use it right. Another example, AI. AI has been used in maybe people. There are a lot of people that get scared of AI, but it's like, well, hang on a minute. If you are using it to make your job easier, like if you look at apps like Chat GPT, right? These types of things are used for helping people how to write a letter or how to write a text back because they don't know how to they won't know how to do it. Those types of things are used for the good. And then again, it's another thing. If it falls into the wrong hands, it's going to be used incorrectly, and then that creates another conversation altogether. Creates a lot of politics, but you just gotta know yourself where you stand in that situation. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So what else you got for me? Talk to me.
Yeah. I mean,
This is all about you, bro. Hey, this is not about me. I may be the guest, but this is all about you, man. Because this is the final show. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, you know what? I want to ask you. Since the very first episode of
Right.
Bobby McHenry Show,
Mhm.
how do you think you've changed and evolved from then to now?
Ooh, okay. That's a good question because
This is what I do.
I see that. Okay, so I think let's see. I think when I first started, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like nervous. I was. I mean, I wouldn't say scared. I was like nervous to like really like put myself out there. And like really get the show started because like at the time I didn't really like know what I was doing, and like I didn't really know like how to like really interview and to like maybe like It was like season 3, maybe. Um,
Okay.
I know, so that's kind of sad, but okay.
No, it's
Um,
not. No, no, no. But go on.
but but yeah, it's like I don't know. To me, I kind of like had to like grow into um like in terms of like like my performance and like my interviewing. I had to like kind of like um what's the word? I kind of had to like tell myself like to like not be nervous or like not to like worry too much so like I can like really do a good job and produce a good show, if that makes sense. Oh, what happened? Okay, I don't know what happened, but Brian, if you want to come up here, you can. Send a request. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another guest coming on to, now. He made his first appearance on the show. What? How many weeks ago now? It's probably like two. Was it like 3 4 weeks ago maybe? um, and this will be his last appearance on the TikTok version, and